In the equity quadrant, taking a look at the June Nasdaq futures, the strongest performer today. And as the session moved on, only the Nasdaq stayed positive throughout most of the day. June Nasdaq futures did gap open higher. What I mean by that is the open was 17,682, which was almost up 0.25% from yesterday's settlement, 17,606.75. The low today, 17,567.25, was down a little bit more than 0.2%. The high, though, 17,795.50, was up 1.07%. And as I speak to you right now, we're still up 0.33%, while the other three major indices are struggling to stay positive. Actually, they've mostly turned negative. A little bit of time left in the day. The Nasdaq, if it does finish positive, is now on a 3-day winning streak, up approximately 2.7% in those 3 days, and it's working on its first up week in the last 4. Earnings today were part of the reason. Actually, it was a major reason, specifically Tesla. Tesla earnings drove the Nasdaq higher early, climbing more than 16%, the stock on the highs, being up about 12% now as I speak to you, after the company revealed a new push into new, more affordable electric vehicles. Texas Instruments also did well, jumping 7%. Technology stocks needed this kind of a boost, and so did the Nasdaq, to keep its 3-day winning streak alive. Also, the US dollar was a little bit stronger. Yields rose on the front end early, especially the 2-year, which was up 9 basis points. It's up 8 basis points now, but it also pulled the back end of the yield curve higher. Normally that might affect the Nasdaq, and it's probably the reason that the other three indices fell into the negative as the day went on, but the Nasdaq didn't avoid it because it was up over 1%, but certainly at least survived the higher yield regime that we had today.